Hello again, everybody, and welcome back. I guess we are here at the finish line of the University of Tartu Game Jam 2021. Did everybody have lots of fun? Yeah. Just me? No? Okay. Did everybody make awesome games? Yeah, yeah, okay, sure. Okay. Is everybody excited to show off the awesome games that they made and win lots of prizes? Yeah, one person is excited to win prizes. Excellent. So this is the part where you get to show off all your awesome games and talk about them, and we get to be in awe of all your awesome games. How this is going to work is I'm going to call out your team name. Your team will come down here. One of you will take that computer, open up the build of your game on that computer, and share it with the Discord crowd. And one of you will get the microphone and talk about what's going on the screen as your teammate plays the game. And the rest of you will just stand here looking pretty while one of you plays and one of you talks about the game. You will get 5 minutes to present and let's say about 1 minute or just a little bit of time for questions. Sounds good so far? Let's get started. We had one team who expressed their wish to go first, present first, and that team is Krabigon. Can I have Krabigon down here? So someone's going to play, someone's going to get the mic. Rock, paper, scissors. You get to talk. Mic should be on.
Hi.
Yeah, I think.
Hello. This is our lovely game. It's a love story between man and beast. By the way, this is unskippable. That was on purpose. No. No. No, you can't.
So it's actually just a word play on the word unstable, meaning that there are horses in the stable and you unstable them by throwing them out. The concept is quite simple. There is some gameplay, you can gain money, you can learn to talk with horses, and there's actually an end. So yeah, but I don't want to spoil it to those who haven't played it, but your daily job as a rancher is to take care of your horses, but the problem is they just want to stay in the stable, but they need sunlight, and so you throw them out. Like little kids, you know, they want to play their games on the phone, but you take them outside, forcefully, in this game. So yeah, you just like do it daily, gain money, upgrade yourself, upgrade your barn. So yeah, that's the basic gameplay loop. I'm not going to spoil any further because obviously you're very eager to play this game. AAA game, am I right? Okay. I think this concludes our small tutorial speech about the game. If you have any questions, right now is the time. Yes, actually in this building, we use those little rooms next to the kitchen to record, our own audio.
Another question?
We have to talk this through with our development team, but we hope so. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo is like a very popular platform, so obviously. Also, PlayStation 5 ray tracing should come out next year. Everything. We may. Okay, our changelog will say nothing, so we'll do it one better.
Okay. If no more questions, then thank you and compliments on finding a creative way to interpret the theme using the word stable. So thank you. You may quit the game and we'll have the next team come up. Yes, thank you. And now we are continuing this process in the order of the teams that I can see here on the voting page, moving on with Advanced Goblins Conspiracy. Do we have Advanced Goblins Conspiracy here in the room? Or are they online?
Online. Hello.
Somebody's talking. What are they saying?
Can you hear me?
No, it doesn't look like it's
Can you
Advanced
hear me?
Goblins Conspiracy. Let me have a quick look. Oh, voice chat.
Yes. Hello. Hello. Maybe I'll start. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but they cannot hear you on site.
Oh. Okay.
So somebody's clearly trying to communicate with us from beyond the Discord. And we are having trouble getting a clean connection.
Can you speak something?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can someone talk?
Yes,
Discord, please.
I'm talking right now.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, but they just on site cannot hear us.
You know the problem
Yeah.
is on this point.
So to not hold things up too much, let's just move on to the next team and maybe we can talk to Advanced Goblins Conspiracy later. So Delta Slumber Party, is Delta Slumber Party here? Yeah, well, excellent. Come on down and show us and talk to us about your game. Maybe we can share the screen. Okay. Your game is somewhere here. Yeah, just take the mic.
1, 2. It's working. Great. I'll wait for the game. Actually, I won't. I can talk in the meantime. Basically, we made a game. Mute the audio. Anyway, we made a game about platforming. The main theme that we were building around was the Feywild world, which is really a world full of both dangers and beautiful sights, and also magic. And where we connected our game with the theme was the innate magic that flows through the Feywild, the Fey lines, and then is trying to kind of corrupt, take over our character. In the meantime, like while doing that, destroying them, and that's that magic we decided to call unstable. And as we can see right here, there are around the platform puzzles that we have created. There are these little obelisks that you can go to that drain you from that magic. Basically, we made it into a platforming game that was really seemed really fast-paced, really speedrunnable. So we also added a leaderboard system that I think is working right now. I'm not completely sure, sadly. But that basically allows everybody to compete with each other, and we can see who gets the fastest times, because it's actually quite hard. Some places are quite hard. Do you have something to add? He has nothing to add. Yeah, it is not really a casual game. It's quite hard. When we were developing it, it was hard for us as well.
Somebody already beat your record, so.
Yeah, nice job. God, I was really surprised. Definitely intended. No glitches in our game. Any questions? I have nothing more to add.
Questions? So I'm going to ask, what inspired the looks, the aesthetic of the game, the color scheme, and so on?
As I already said, Feywild, it's basically a fantasy plane, you could say. It's really around like D&D campaigns, stuff like that. It's really used in D&D campaigns in different fantasy worlds.
Okay, so a pre-existing.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, thank you. No, not Gone Home. Night at the Woods. Night at the Woods. Yeah. The design very similar. Okay. Thank you. Still time for questions. Any questions? If no, then please. Round of applause and take your seats. Moving right on. Our next team is Drop Table Productions. Do we have Drop Table Productions? We do. Who's talking? Who's playing? Yeah. Screen. Change windows.
Play the game. Open the game and then share the game.
So open the game, Alt tab to Discord and screen. Change windows, I think. Screen. Change windows. I think it's the correct screen already. So go ahead.
Yeah, we have seen a beautiful fantasy game right now, but now we return to harsh reality. You all have been there. I know that. I have been there. When you have spent a very interesting evening, you had a lot of fun, but then comes a time when you have to go home, and the walk home might not be the easiest one. So, as you can see, we have a really good hangover simulator. We have controls that change every 5 or 6 seconds. We have cars which you have to avoid. We have different buildings into which you always try to bump. And we all have banana peels, manholes into which you should try not to fall. And it sometimes happens that there are police officers on the streets. Yes, we managed to avoid that problem. Nobody knows this damn banana peel. Will he get? Yes, he got noticed. And you can all try to get to the home. I can promise that no, not everyone will succeed. Okay, so I guess that that's the main gameplay that you've seen. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Yes. What do you mean? It's a bottle, but it doesn't insta-kill you. The thing that insta-kills you is the manhole, this red or black circly thing into which you fall. Yes. You get busted. Yes? Yes, you actually can reach the home. Yes. That really depends on your luck and skills. Yes, you actually can walk, but in this game, it's not very easy to walk into it. Yes, he has a cone. Yes? Mm. Thanks. Okay, I guess we got ourselves one addict. Of course, we have different levels already planned. And maybe we'll add some more complex enemies and situations. If anyone else has any questions.
If no one has any more questions, then thank you. Have a seat. I missed most of that presentation because I was working out some technical difficulties with the voting system, but don't worry, we have figured them out, and we will find out who actually wins this game jam. Now, moving on to the next team, and I think that next team is Hybrid Theory. Is Hybrid Theory here?
We're online.
Hybrid Theory is
Online.
half online, so but those of you that are here, would you mind coming kindly to the stage? And I think we have problems talking with people on Discord, so I would prefer it if just one of you take the mic, talk about it, and one of you play the game. The build should very much be here. Hang on. Just find your game, start it up, and I think you can share your screen.
So yes, we took the literal meaning of unstable because the idea behind the game is to escape insane asylum. So, and as more the game progresses, the more unstable you yourself become, and asylum becomes a labyrinth from which you need to escape from. And yes, that is the main idea basically behind the game. You encounter doctors and other characters at one point. And yeah, you just need to get out and find the door. If there are any questions, then yeah. Yeah, you the lights follow the character and they also dim over time, like it becomes darker the longer you play it. And then at one point you return to the previous room, like the first one, and you start over. So like you just become insane basically.
So there's a question there.
I designed the music. No, I slept pretty good. So yeah, it was fun. I combined like a lot of scary sounds. Took something from YouTube, then redesigned it, and it took like the parts I needed.
So I have a question about the game's story. Does your main character, while trying to escape the asylum, do they discover some sort of dark secret about their past?
Well, they don't know anything about the past. That is the thing. They wake up in an asylum room, they don't know anything, and during their travel through the asylum, they start to remember. The question is, do they actually remember, or do they think they remember?
Wow, that's that is exactly what I would hope for from a game about escaping the mental asylum. So, any other questions?
No, we had some technical difficulties,
Any,
but it is possible. Our teammates have done it. Yeah. Well, it should at some point. I was more in the visual art department, so I don't know exactly. Maybe if our teammates can answer from Discord, but I don't know if they are able to.
Okay, if there are no more questions, then thank you. You may return to your seats. can just move the mouse here, I think. Just move to this screen. So.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Hybrid Theory. Now, let's continue with the presentations. I think the next team up here should be J Mandy. Is J Mandy here? J Mandy, yes, they are here. Welcome. One of you grab the mic. One of you grab the mouse and keyboard. Show us your game.
Wait, hello. So the idea is very easy. The American researcher, this researcher working in the volcano, and suddenly he finds some like information and volcano activates. So he tried to send the information to alert the warning people that volcano is activated. So everything, the environment start to turn to like unstable, including Wi-Fi. So this researcher tried to find some Starbucks, connect the Wi-Fi, and send the information to the world. Okay, so so the thing is, we try to help this scientist to find the Wi-Fi in Starbucks. So you can see every blocks, every platform has their own unstable elements, and yeah, then every time they will generate different random platform every time. So every time is different. So we hope you got luck and have the simple one. Yeah. So any questions? Yeah, it's start to activate, yes. So you can see this is a lava. It's there and different kind of things you need to face to unstable environments. Yeah, finally you find the Wi-Fi in Starbucks. So just jump. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's hard, but yeah.
You don't want to spoil the ending of your game.
Yeah, but yeah, this is the basic. So it can turn to the endless game because everything is we generate everything randomly by some algorithm. So yeah, so basically it can be endless game, but according to the presentation, we made it shorter. Yeah, we all the first time. We're all the beginner, and yeah, we learn. And we have some help from our instructors. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because we go forward. Every block goes to the forward. Yeah, but what's this? Yeah. Oh, this is Wi-Fi. Yeah, and some like some brand coffee, and you can see some. Oh yeah. Yeah.
so there's a countdown at the top of the screen. What happens when that reaches 0?
So we assume that the volcano, the lava would come during the 3 minutes. So you should find the Wi-Fi and the information before you died. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so you need to, yeah.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is a secret in Europe. Yeah, it's with application black magic, so I can connect to the word by.
Right. Any more questions? Yeah, well, we can wait here for the countdown to run out. Okay, if there are no more questions, then thank you. You may close the game and yes. So it's becoming a theme. We are not showing the end of the game. So thank you. You may take your seats. Now, let's move on to the next team. And if I'm not mistaken, the next team is Notepad Games. Do we have Notepad Games here? Notepad
We are
Games.
online.
Anyone from
We are
Notepad
online.
Games? Currently
Online. We are
might be
online.
online.
Yes, we are.
Fair enough. I'm going to see if that is a possibility. Just one second.
Cameraman Jeff, you are not muted. I don't know if you know that.
Apologies.
No problem. Can you hear me?
I mean, I can hear something.
Hello, hello. Do you hear me?
Let me see. ma ei tea, ma tõenäoliselt mitte. Ma võin külge. See on hea mõte. Say hi. Say something.
Hello, do you hear me?
Only on phone.
Only on phone. Okay. I mean,
Hold on.
maybe someone can pretty much like translate or something. We won't take long, just like a quick introduction, maybe a few words.
No.
Okay.
Mic drop. Kellelgi on laptop, kus sa saad seda nagu kõvasti panna, sest läbi mobiiliga ei tule nii hästi välja. Et võta laptop. Solving it.
Actually, I received intel that they can, like the stream viewers can hear everyone, but we can't hear them. So that's the.
Yes, we established that.
midagi, siis me peame panema meie mute'i peale, mis tuleb siis Macist. No problem. Sorry.
So, whoever should be speaking from Notepad Games,
Yes.
go ahead and speak and share your screen.
Okay, so you can hear me right. Hopefully you do. I'm sharing my screen as well, so people in Discord can see definitely, and I hope that everyone in the Delta building can also see. So basically, we took the word unstable quite literally, with meaning of balancing. So the story about the game is that you are a captain with a pirate crew, and for a brief moment, you took a short rest, like we all should have, while we were doing the game jam. But in that nick of time, you were transported to the bad world of Kraken, and now you just have to counterbalance your ship according to the Kraken's movement. And unfortunately, we did not manage to implement code to shoot the Kraken with cannons, but we are all with a great imagination, so we can pretty much imagine that when we have the quickie event that you just saw there, you take one shot at the Kraken, and if you actually did play enough or like long enough, then within 4 shots of the Kraken, you actually would have finished the game and got rid of the Kraken. But I don't know if anyone has any questions. Now would be the time that I would answer them.
Questions, if anyone heard. I think there are no questions.
Okay, thank you for
So thank you.
listening.
So thank you very much, Notepad Games. Because, oh yeah. And because we're already in Discord, then maybe I think we skipped over Advanced Goblins Conspiracy. Is that correct? I think they might also be on Discord. So if anyone from
That's
Advanced
correct.
Goblins Conspiracy is on Discord and would like to present, speak up now.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. I'll share my screen in an instant. Can you see my game?
Yes.
So we made a game about the man who is the last one on the Earth. The Earth is polluted, and he decides to escape from the apocalyptic world so he can reach the bunker. So meanwhile he is escaping, he's trying to gather all the money he can before before reaching the bunker. So the first thing you see a meteorite falling on the planet and shaking. So when you get hit with the stones, you get damage. But apparently at the last moment, the game bugged out and your health can go negative. But we wasted a lot of time on designing, but we should have put more time in mechanics. So our game is just run and collect. It's got only 2 levels right now, but I managed to make it more playable after the voting had ended. And that's quite dull of the game right now. But the idea came yesterday when I spoke to the instructors and they said our puzzle game idea wasn't really good. So that's quite all. Any questions?
Thank you. Questions? One question, yes. Why would you need money if you're the last person on Earth?
The idea was that when he reaches the bunker, he sees a nuclear reactor blow up, and I think the game was supposed to be showing that greed doesn't end until humans end, and how we pollute our world just to get money.
Another question. Why is the last person on Earth a man?
Well, actually, we didn't put much effort on thinking about that. Right now, it looks just like a character. It doesn't have to be a man.
So is the map handmade or downloaded?
The map
Like-
is handmade.
Oh, nice.
Everything is handmade. We had 2 3D modelers and 1 concept artist. And I used Unreal to make all this.
Okay, thank you. That was Advanced Goblins Conspiracy. And according to my information, there are 2 more teams that need to present. So let's have up here Overkill. Just a second.
Hello? Okay, now it works. So if you want to ask questions in Discord, just write them in chat and I'll have a look at them later. So I'll start talking about our game. So this is called sort of the learning game jam, and I think we fulfilled its purpose quite well. So I'm pretty much the only sort of experienced person on this team. We called our team Overkill because it's 6 people. And our game idea was to just do something, pretty simple and doable, so that we can have everyone on the team sort of do hands-on development for some aspects of it, and learn about Unity and learn about finding assets, how to implement them, how to use them properly, and how to put a game together. And so, for example, there's only 5 of us here, and that's because one of us couldn't make it on site, but he is Ivan, and he actually did this really awesome main menu. So the scene in the background, and one of the prettiest things about the game. So we can jump in. So as I said, the game idea itself was quite simple. It's just a first-person platformer with some elements of story. It's just scrolling text. The main thing we focused on is just making it sound and look good, and also feel pretty good to play. So yeah, like I said, on each of these aspects, one of these beginners had their hand in it, like the sound of the scrolling text. That's what Karl worked on, for example. The background noise that you hear, that's what Mark did, the rain and everything. The overlay on the screen, that's also Ivan. So pretty much all the beginners on the team got like pretty down and dirty and did a lot of good work, in my opinion. So the story of the game is that there's been this nuclear accident. We got to this idea through, unstable isotopes being involved in nuclear power plants. And then on top of that, the reactor itself is still unstable and about to explode at any moment. And then the idea for the story is from HBO's Chernobyl miniseries, where a group of brave men have to go into the reactor to let the floodwater out, so that it doesn't explode. And so our idea was like pretty similar. So you're this volunteer who's like volunteered to make sure the reactor doesn't explode. I think the only thing that may not have gone that well is the levels. We got like pretty rushed towards the end. But other than that, I think I'm at least pretty proud of this team for what we were able to make. And is there anything else? I think that's about it. So I'll open it up to questions.
Is that the sound of a Geiger counter in the background there?
That was, yeah, close to the hospital sign.
Any other questions?
So the bloom is for the outside scene, but when you get back inside, the threshold is too low, and so it overexposes the bright parts. It's like one of those details that we couldn't fix. And by the way, it makes a lot of sense because our team's name is Overkill, so everything does have to be overkill. Anything else?
Any more questions? No? Well then, thank you, Team Overkill. Thanks, and you may return to your seats. And we have one final team to listen and see their game. According to me, according to my information, please let me know if anyone feels left out, if I forgot about someone. But the team, if I'm not mistaken, is Kefir Milk, but in italics. Is Kefir here? We do have Kefir. Wonderful. Let's get your game up on the up on the screen, and one of you grab the mic and talk to us.
Hello, fellow gamers. So we're team Kefiri, Milk Butter Tax, consisting of me, Matthias, and Kati. This is where Kati would stand if she could have been here right now. And we made Unstable Flesh, which, so when the theme was unstable, our interpretation of it was formless, ever-changing, and always in motion, chaotic. So basically you are followed by this malicious entity that is very loud. So you're being followed by this malicious entity that doesn't actually have a physical form, but instead is this evil aura that turns any inanimate object within its vicinity into fleshy, intestine, gross blocks that then sprout rib cages to puncture you and kill you and collect your flesh into the hole. Is it? Oh, yeah. Yes, it is. Not safe. And our game mostly consists of 3 core parts. There's the player, who has a rather expressive moveset. You can run, jump as always, but you can also ledge grab. You can die. And you can also backflip. So if you turn around whilst you're moving, and you do the little skid animation where you're really in motion and you jump, then you do this cute little backflip that's really high and helps you maneuver around a lot quicker. Then there's also the flesh monsters, which is basically this aura that follows you and then turns everything into red, mushy bits that then sprout spikes to try and kill you. And there are multiple of these auras all around the room that are moving in every which way. And the main objective is to collect the 3 keys around everywhere, unlock all the doors, and then escape. And that's basically about it. Thanks for your attention. Love to be here.
Thank you.
Questions?
Questions? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. It was there. It was also inspired by a recent game that just released called Trespasser, which is like a indie little gem. And also, it's a really good classic move to implement. It's really fun to perform.
Can you play more, because Discord people didn't see your game actually. So just play something for us, because you got only 10 seconds not to see your awesome game.
I must admit, it was a real headache getting all of this flesh and spikes working properly. We had some performance issues on Sunday morning, and it was really fucking scary because we thought we weren't going to be able to release the game because it was running on 2 FPS. But that ends well, I guess, so...
Did you give any?
We can swap. I can play if you want. Or maybe they saw enough. Discord, did you see enough?
It's okay. Discord has been pleased. Yeah. So thank you. That was the last team, I think.